All right, we'll start with Todd Graffinini.
Head coach, the team fought hard tonight. Bottom line, though, didn't get a lot of stops in the second half. Brooklyn scored 77 points in that half.
Yeah, look, it's really frustrating. I think, first of all, the first 6 minutes of the second half were horrendous from an effort and energy standpoint. We just didn't bring anything, that starting group at the start of the second half. We weren't running back hard. We had no sense of urgency defensively. We dug ourselves a hole. Guys came off the bench, and we fought our way back into the game. The thing you have to understand when you're playing, okay, so Kyrie's a really good player, and they've got a ton of shooting, okay? What you can't give up are, like, some things are hard to stop, but you can't give up the easy baskets, like the transition hoops, and I think there were only 3 of those. Well, it's basically a one-possession game, losing guys on a cut, not blocking out Bruce Brown coming to the boards. Like, all of those breakdowns are the ones that get me. Guys even running off a screen, hitting a 3. I didn't think we did a good job getting through screens, but okay, those shots aren't that easy. But just the breakdowns, we get up on Kyrie and a guy rolls and we're late on our rotation. Like, it's frustrating because it's not like we're losing games by 20 and we're not good enough. We're right there. And if we would play with a little more sense of urgency, if we would cut out some of the turnovers, not that we had a ton tonight, but we had some really bad ones. If we would, our rebounding's been good all year. It wasn't tonight. If you would do some of those, like, you come out with wins. And, it's just we're not getting over the hump and doing that. Too many breakdowns over the course of the game, just breakdowns, lack of concentration, things like that end up making the difference in the game. Our defense, which has been getting better, was awful tonight. It was just awful. I didn't think we played well, focused, or hard consistently. So our offense got us back in the game and kept us in the game. But defensively, we were really, really bad.
You had 41 bench points tonight, and we saw Najee and Kyra play real meaningful minutes down the stretch. How do you think they performed?
Yeah, they played well. We went with Najee maybe for too long. Poor guy was exhausted, but, he's playing well. We wanted to leave him in the game. It just... our guys, the thing is, they haven't let go of the rope. They're trying, but they're trying from an offensive standpoint, and they've been trying harder defensively. Again, it's just breakdowns, and I don't think our guys understand how many points we're either giving up or leaving on the table. I'm not talking about making shots and things like that. I'm talking about, plays that are not easily, but are relatively easily taken care of. That's to me the frustrating part.
Yeah, at what point do you kind of cross the line where you no longer say that the youth is the excuse, or I guess where is the point where you say, hey, some of this is youth and some of this is a bigger issue that we have to address?
Well, I know I've mentioned youth at times this year. I hope not. I don't think I've ever used it as an excuse. Like, you're a professional basketball player. Like, to me, where the youth comes in is, Kyra's a 20-year-old point guard. Zion's a 20-year-old handling the ball. You're going to make some decision mistakes. Running back on defense has nothing to do with youth and inexperience. Getting down and competing defensively, nothing to do with youth and inexperience. Blocking people out, nothing to do with youth and inexperience. Getting beaten on a cut, nothing to do with youth and inexperience. So those things, there's no excuse for. Now, somebody, comes and traps you as a 20-year-old point guard and you don't make the right read. Okay, you need time to do that stuff. But I don't think tonight our lack of experience had anything to do with the result. Nothing. All the plays that we left on the table, every one of those guys is capable of making. Rotations, running back on defense, talking, things like that. Totally capable all the time. Totally capable. So when do we cross the line? I've crossed it long ago. Like, you're an NBA player, you've got a job to do. Some mistakes I'll chalk up to inexperience, but tonight, none, not one.
Hey Stan, you mentioned the energy not being there for the first 6 minutes or so of the third quarter. The one change you made coming out of that big timeout was Najee for Bled. Bled doesn't play the rest of the game. Was that because of the lack of energy? Was anything else wrong?
No, listen. It had nothing to do with Bled. Okay, I know what happens when you only make one sub. It looks like you're singling somebody out. It had nothing to do with it. I wanted Najee in the game. I wanted Najee's energy in the game. Okay, and Bled's who I chose to bring him for. It wasn't Bled's the guy screwing up. It was, I wanted Najee in the game. And then because I pulled Bled early, and then we went a long way, we got back in the game, right? And so I stayed with those guys. And now as you hit like the, middle of the fourth quarter and stuff, now Bled's set forever. And so I didn't bring him back. It was not, I know what it looks like, but it truly was not me like saying Bled was or even thinking Bled was the problem or anything else. I mean, we were all the problem. Me too, by the way.
Stan, I know this is kind of simplistic, but how disappointing is it to be in the position you guys were in 4 games ago? It looked like you were kind of right on the cusp of getting into that playoff spot, and now you've lost 4 in a row. It does feel like it's slipping away a little bit. How just disheartening, disappointing, however you would describe it.
Yeah, well, it's very frustrating, and I wouldn't say disheartening. I mean, I've still got heart. I think our players do, right? You're watching them every night. I mean, it's not like they've just let go of the rope or anything. But the frustrating thing for me is it's not like you're going out there every night and saying, geez, that other team's just a lot better than we are. It's 2 or 3 plays. And again, our guys focus on, shit, I should have made that shot or, whatever. That's the wrong mindset. Like, those things happen. You miss, you make, whatever. Like, Lonzo was so upset at the end of the Washington game that he missed the corner 3. All right, guys miss. Guys miss. No, but the things I can run back on defense, like every time. I can run back on defense. Like the second to last basket they got in the first half tonight is a run out off a jump shot. No, you can't give those up. If I'm supposed to pull in and be the guy rotating to the roll man, I got to be there. That's not a thing that I can miss. I've got to do my job. That's what's frustrating to me, to be as close as we've been and have our guys not having that kind of sense of urgency.
Do you think that message has sunk in better than it did early in the year, or do you think you're dealing with the same frustrations that you've kind of held throughout?
I don't know. Like, in terms of our defense has gotten better, Scott. The numbers will say that. Sometimes it's the offense, too. It's lazy, careless turnovers, of which we had some tonight. It's the plays you should be able to take care of. That's what I'm talking about. Like looking at the film and going, we didn't run back. Well, come on. Like, these guys will focus on, I think, a lot on, Kyrie made, tough shots and the whole thing. Okay, he's going to do that. He's really good. So you can't then also give up the other stuff, the layups. We gave up 58 points in the paint. It's ridiculous. There's no reason to be doing that. So I don't know, like, if they fully the thing I don't know, like, do they understand? We talk about it. I think they do from the scores. To me, what I keep talking about is how close we are. You look at the point differentials across the league. we're basically a middle-of-the-pack team when you look at all the numbers, and yet we're 8 games under 500. You know, like, we're right there, not to be a great team, but to be a decent team. We're right there, and we don't take care of. That's what's frustrating. I mean, if you go out there every night and just say, you know what, they were a lot better than us, you know, tonight, or they are a lot better than us, okay, that happens. But man, that's not what's happening. That's just not what's happening. I mean, I think, you know, we had the Atlanta, Brooklyn on the road back-to-back where we got smacked and smacked. And that's really been about it. You know, our guys have been right there. You got to do your job and get this stuff done. And that's where my frustration is. And it's frustrating not in an anger at them. It's frustrating that, from my standpoint, we haven't been able to get that done and get that across and change it. We're doing a lot of things well and better and improvement and all of that shows up in numbers and stats, but we're not doing it wins and losses. And so we got to start doing the things it takes to be a winning team.
Thank you, Coach. Well said.
Yeah.
Let's get hands ready to resign, everybody. All right, Will, you can start it off.
Hey, what's up, Z? I guess, you know, another game where you guys, you know, kind of struggled to finish it out there at the end. Stan just talking about the frustrations of this season and how feeling like you guys are so close. I guess how much are you kind of feeling like the frustration where it feels like you guys are right there, but you haven't been able to pull out these games?
It's a little frustrating. It's frustrating to lose in general. But, you know, in those situations, especially tonight, I'll say the players, we'll take the blame on that one. You know, there was times in the huddle, I think, where Coach was looking at us and he was saying, you guys, like, you have, like, dead faces right now. I don't think it should ever be nice like that where he should even feel like that. You know, we got to focus on the smaller things more because, I mean, we're right there every game, and no, I'm not gonna lie, it does get kind of annoying to sit up here every day saying, every other game saying that we're right there and we're not closing out. So I think we just gotta focus on those small things. We say it over and over, but until we do it, some of those outcomes aren't gonna change.
Yeah, those small things, I mean, you just talked about that. That was something Stan talked about. You know, he brought up just something as simple as running back on defense and transition. I mean, do you feel like that is the difference in a lot of these, just that little stuff that adds up?
Yeah, I think that's a part of it. You know, instead of a team having, I don't know what they had tonight, but I'll just say a number. Instead of them having 20 fast break points, limit them to 6 or 8, or maybe even lower. You know, those 12 to 8 points at the end of the game, they're very helpful when it comes down to stretch. The small stuff like that.
Hey, see, Stan talked about that starting group not having energy in the third quarter. It seemed like that changed a little bit when Najee got in the game. What does he bring? I know we talked about him in the field. It feels like multiple times over the last week or so. What exactly does he bring on that energy side to you guys?
That's who Najee is as a person. For the people that don't know him, Najee is a very positive, energetic guy. So, you know, that was really big for us when, you know, he comes in the game, gives us that energy. You know, and the thing is, it doesn't even always have to be him scoring. Like, it's him defensively or getting assists or just the small hustle plays that, you know, when your teammates see stuff like that, they're not going to leave you out there alone to just let you dry. They're going to be there with you and fight with you. So that was really big for us.
And you guys are now 4 games back. You know, the Tennessee, 14 games left. I guess how much of an uphill battle are you guys facing, you know, as you try to make this run for the 10 seed?
I mean, the reality of the situation is we gotta win most of these games. I can't sit here and tell you that it's not being thought about. We gotta take it game by game, and we gotta try to win every game. That's just the reality of the situation.
And I know you probably wish it would have come with a win, but what did it just feel like tonight to be able to play in your own shoes?
Like you said, go ahead.
I was just saying, I know you wish it was going to be in a win, which is what did it mean to you?
Like you said, I do wish it was a win, but as far as playing in my first signature shoe, I want to thank Jordan Brand. I want to thank my family, Florence, Marion, Durham, North Carolina, Spartanburg, South Carolina. I want to thank everybody who helped me along my journey, who saw me have my own shoe or just saw me in this position in general. Even though we lost, I feel like I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I didn't give them their respect and their props, because there was a lot of people that was with me along the journey, and I just want to thank all of them for helping.
Hey Zion, I saw the interview you did with Shannon Sharp today. You talked a little bit about meeting Michael Jordan for the first time. And how cool is it just to be in this position when you're out here, that shoe and it's yours and it's Jordan Brand?
I mean, it's an honor. Mike is Mike. It's pretty much all I need to say about that. Like, Mike is Mike. So, like I said, I want to thank Michael Jordan and Jordan Brand for giving me the opportunity. Like, they could have easily had said no. We maybe want to go in a different direction, or whatever. But they took a chance on me. And I just want to, especially with me being 20, I just want to say thank you. Like, I'm forever grateful for that, and I'm gonna I can't even get the words out. I'm not gonna let them down. That's my promise to them.
And we know you've been waiting a long time for this day. I guess, what's been the most crazy or surreal experience about today? Finally unveiling the shoe and letting everybody see what you've been working on.
Man, I really wish we would have got the win, but it's one of those things where, I look at my mom, look at my brother, my older brother, look at my stepfather, especially my stepfather. I just kind of go to him, my mom, and just say thank you. Like, all those countless hours in the gym, all those dreams, all the wins, all the losses, the crazy journey, moving a lot. They saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And I'm forever grateful for that. I'm thankful for that. Like I said, at any point, maybe I could have been in a different situation where maybe I wasn't playing basketball, or maybe I would have gave up on it, but they stuck with me, and I'm forever grateful for that.
Thank you, Z. We're all set.
You guys have a good night.
You too.
Actually, how just frustrating is it that in these straight games, you guys have been right there and hasn't gone away a couple times in a row?
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating, but, it's just so much good to take away from each game. And, it's just more frustrating that, we're supposed to really be on the winning streak right now more than the losing streak. But not frustrating towards the teammates or nothing like that. It's just more frustrating that we know we can win these games, and, we just want to bring it together and win as many as we can and try to get in this playoff.
Hey, what does it mean to you that after everything that's kind of going on this season, the two-way stuff going down, playing with Gary, that, in a big TNT game against Brooklyn, he's trusting you to go out there and play 18 straight minutes, give that kind of energy. What does it mean for him to trust you like that?
A lot, just after, not getting drafted and have to go through the whole process, going through the G, I'm just proud of myself, just, telling myself when I get my moment to make the best of it and to do what I got to do to stay on the floor. And, I've really been doing that, and, I still have a long, long way to go. And, now it's more of, putting the most work in to be better than me right here just get my foot in the door no more. It's now about being consistent and being a great player. So now I'm more focused towards the work more than, just to get my foot in the door anymore.
Yeah, at this point with 14 games left on the schedule, I guess how much are you guys kind of feeling, how tough this battle is going to be to try to get up there to the 10 seed, what it's going to take to get there?
Just continue to play with grit and energy. And, like you said, we've been playing like the last 5 games. We've been playing with amazing energy and grit and sharing the ball offense. So just continue to do what we do in close games, and we really can turn this thing around.
You've had a couple games lately with 4 or 5, I think 7 assists tonight. I mean, the part of your game where it's putting the ball on the floor and finding teammates. I was just wondering if you could elaborate on kind of where that comes from.
Man, just playing basketball for years, man, and just knowing the game, man. It makes it so easy playing with B.I. and Z, running in transition. Finding them in their spots and getting to them on pick and roll or just something like that. It makes it so easy, and before you know it, you have 4 assists and like I said, it makes it so easy just playing with great players, Steven Adams, Jackson Hayes, who just catches lob, catches everything. So it's really easy.
Thanks, Najee. We're all set.
Thank you.
How frustrating is it that it seems like during this 4-game streak, it's not like you guys are getting blown out. It's just little things every single game where it's 1, 2, 3 plays could have made a difference. How frustrating is it that it seems so close that these losses?
I mean, I don't think it's frustrating. I think it's everything is correctable. I think we talk about it all year, just having a sense of urgency, knowing when to have a sense of urgency in a basketball game. And even myself, on the defensive end, in some of those plays at the end of the game, I let go of a back cut for Joe Harris. DeAndre Jordan got a good screen on me to open him up for a 3. So it's all things that can be corrected. So it's not very frustrating. It's just this is just a matter of us being professionals and going back and doing the right things.
Yeah, and just 14 games left on the schedule. Just how tough is this battle going to be, to get to that 10 seed where you guys want to be to keep make run for that plan?
I mean, I guess it will be tough. We have a good schedule ahead, but all these teams that we are playing against, we were able to beat. In any game plan that we put out there. So we just continue to listen to the game plan, continue to push, and just try to build some wins.
Yeah, and Coach talked about that starting group not having a lot of energy. He wanted it Luke's first 4 or 5 minutes of the third quarter, and Najee came in and really kind of brought it for you guys. I feel like we've talked about him for the last 3, 4 games now, but what does he bring you guys when he checks the game?
He brings toughness, energy, of course, and he can just play the game of basketball. He knows how to put the basketball in the hoop. He knows how to defend. He knows how to rebound the basketball. So he's very effective on the basketball floor. When he's out there, he's getting his hand in the passing lane, deflecting the basketball. He's just being very effective when he comes out there. And he gives our team a boost of energy when we need it.
Thank you, B.I. We're all set.
Thank you.